Hey guys, my name's Austin,
I'm Kenzie.
and this is And They Were Roommates.
The meme.
Yeah, if you don't get it,
You're lame.
sorry.
We told my sister, we were like, and it's called And They Were Roommates. Like, do you know the meme? She was like, no. I was like, all right, cool. But
Okay.
it's, if you get
But
it.
she was like, good name though.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I love the name. I think it's so cute. We are roommates.
We are.
As of 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been amazing. And I feel like we live together. Like, it's just really smooth.
Yes, definitely.
Like, you know, sometimes I forget to do the dishes, but that's really the only thing. Like, we're very, like, to ourselves.
But you know how I like.
He loves doing the dishes.
I like it. I don't know why.
I mean, hey, works for me.
It's just like therapeutic.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm so restless when I'm not doing things, which is shocking because I'm such a like chill guy. But like, I don't know. When I like finish the dishes, I feel like, yes, like I did something. You know?
I do that as well. Like, I dread doing the dishes, but then once I do it, I'm like, wow, the sink is
don't you
empty.
feel like so confident?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I just did that.
But like, I feel like, yeah, I just did that. Just conquered the world.
Yeah.
I feel like though, like, we obviously hang out like mainly every night. Like, we watch a show together, but like during the day we have our own shit, so it's like nice to, and it's also nice that we're both in music. I think it's so cool that we're both in music because we can relate on that stuff.
Oh yeah,
we get each other's schedule. Like, we can listen to each other's music and like get our feet. Like, I just love,
like, we'll make dinner and like listen to each other's demos, and it's so
fun. It's so fun. Yeah,
but
we love cooking together.
Yeah. And we give each other really good advice for music too, which is really helpful.
Totally. And I think that's also why we wanted to do this podcast, because like we said, like, we just have like a great bond. And I feel like it's grown so much, like living together, and
definitely
the things we just relate on so many things. And I don't know. I just feel like we're really funny, and we get deep sometimes, and we share a lot of interests. So I feel like I want people to know like how our relationship is, because it's so awesome, and anyone would be jealous.
You're jealous.
You're jealous.
But yeah, also like our dynamic is so good because like I've been saying this since day one, but like I swear we can read each other's minds.
It's weird. I tell you this all the time. I'm like, we were siblings or twins in another life.
But like, it's crazy because like I'll know exactly how you're feeling or like exactly what you're thinking. Like if something happens, I'm like, oh, she's thinking this, and it's I just weird. Know it.
I get you so well too.
Yeah.
Like, I just
and
know.
We're both just like such little anxious, like awkward people, so we just like know each other.
Literally, we're so anxious. Like, I feel like we also need to like do an episode on anxiety. I feel like
for sure
we would get into our weird quirks of anxiety because we have weird quirks.
Yeah. Oh, we do for sure. Literally, like even like we've been friends for 7 years, but like even like moving in, we've like chilled out. But like literally right when I moved in, I was still like awkward and like anxious, like, and I was just like didn't know what to do with myself. Like, we're just weird.
It's so weird. I know. Well, because it's so weird from going like, we've been best friends for so long, but also like doing that and then like moving in together is just such a different dynamic, because first of all, like, you were probably the only person I could live with, because who's blowing up my line right now? I just feel like, what was I saying? Just like going into living together is such a different dynamic, and you have to like kind of just like figure out how it is like living together. It's so different than like obviously hanging out.
It can really like, and I like was aware of this, but like tried not to like think too hard about it, but like moving in together can like really make or break friendships too. Totally. But I feel like we're so on the same page, and we're so like respectful of each other's like boundaries that like, and we can read each other's minds.
Yeah, exactly.
So like we're good.
No, yeah.
And
I don't think we'd ever get in an argument.
Yeah.
Like ever. I never see us fighting.
We're also such scaredy cats. Yeah. So if we like do something wrong, we're like, I'm sorry. Hey, I did this. It's like, and it's all good, you know?
Yeah, it's we work really well together.
Yeah.
But maybe we should like get into how we met and everything. Yeah. By the way, we filmed this in this part like 3 times because my cameras kept stopping. So like, but we got the flow now, and it's good.
Now we know what we're talking about,
and it's still working.
Yeah.
And it's still recording.
Yay! We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are probably listening on like just their phones.
Oh,
so,
true. Yeah, just the video went out. It kept going out. So we've talked about how we've met 3 times.
Now we get the gist.
Now we'll just go ahead and do it again.
Yeah.
7 years ago at Crave Cafe in Studio City, we met for breakfast with a bunch of mutual friends, and yeah, we never met before, didn't really like talk to you much. And then we like saw each other with mutual friends a couple times after, and like started like being like hi, and like actually like being friendly, and then just clicked.
Yeah. And if you don't know what Crave is,
oh yeah,
Crave is this like cafe / diner / bakery / hangout.
Yeah.
Like it is the most weird spot, but it was the spot. It was like,
it was the spot.
For breakfast you go, for dinner you go.
Yeah, their hours were like all day.
To hang out even.
And
not
so
even to
late
get
at
food.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also, and like, by the way, like when we were younger, like it was like Musical.ly days. So everyone would go to see people. I feel like to meet people too. And it was honestly like it was a great way to make friends.
It really was. Like we didn't even know how like good that was for us socially.
Yeah.
Like we were totally just like mingling.
And do you remember the hill in the back?
Yes. Yeah. Like
that's
when like stuff would happen.
Shit
on the
would
hill.
Go down. There was this hill
like
behind, like I don't even know how to explain it, but basically like you walk behind the building and there was like
their little alleyway behind like the kitchen, like really dirty,
and we would
gross.
Have to sneak behind there, I think. And then there was like you would literally hike, like no joke.
Remember, you'd climb that wall and you'd have to like scale past that huge bush.
Yeah,
and it's like high up.
Yeah, and you would like. Yeah, you would hike up this thing, and there were like concrete, just like little bits of concrete, and like stairs. Remember?
Yeah.
And because like growing up here, like my friends in school, they would always have like a spot where that would happen.
Yes, same.
And Crave was the spot where you would either
drink
for the first time, kiss a boy for the first time,
hit a vape for the first time, and you're like, what?
Like it was like so crazy. And then like some people would like try to jump from there to the other building. Do you remember? Like it was wild.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah. That kid he like one time jumped from that hill to the building, and it was so far.
Like the Crave building?
Yes.
What?
It was so we were all panicking, and I was like,
scary.
Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Like it was, I would be there sometimes and be like, whoa, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, no, that was the shit. Crave was like so fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we met.
Crave. And then just ever since then, I've just been like in and out of LA since then. But we've like stayed in touch. You've been my LA bestie.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
I like would visit you in Encinitas.
Yeah.
Which was so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Do you miss it?
I miss it so much.
Well, we can go soon.
I think I'm gonna move back there. Like
I'm like, how rude.
We're like, and we're roommates.
He's like, I'm moving next week.
Yeah, like, okay. I'm gonna move. But like in the future, I could totally see myself.
Absolutely
back there. And
you
like,
are such an Encinitas dude. Yeah, surf every day. Shred the gnar. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like growing up here was like such a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a lot of kids in other places didn't really understand it, but it was like seriously the weirdest dynamic between friends, between like parents, between like the work that we would do. Like,
yeah, we were like working.
Always.
We were all like working.
Yeah.
I wasn't really.
No, you. But the thing is, like, you probably weren't, but you were like involved. Like, you were there. Yeah. For all of it, and you were like included.
I was like unintentionally networking my ass off.
You didn't mean for it to happen. Yeah.
No, I was just hanging.
You were the last person I can see networking.
Yeah, and then I just like was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I'd like go home and like kids that were older like would be like, dude, bro, I like respect the hustle. And I'm like, thanks. And then I'd be like, wait, what hustle?
I respect the hustle.
And like they thought I was like intentionally like networking, but I just like showed up on the block and like
when we were filming Brat, you would just be there.
Yeah.
And hang out.
And then everyone was just like constantly making content and they'd be like, do you want to be in it? And I was like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're going bowling. And I'm like, okay.
Pins was also the place.
Yeah, Pins. Wow.
So weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was like a really strange dynamic, but like it was also so fun at the time that I like didn't think of it as like I don't know, like strange or like weird as I do now that I'm like more of an adult. Totally. I look back and I'm like, oh,
it's weird.
That's a lot of things are weird. Like
it was really weird because my mom was never involved in like anything. Like my mom would just like drop me off and like leave me, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm not joking. I'm like talking to the camera because I'm like, I am not joking when I tell you it would be like 10 kids with fucking 10 moms, 10 dads most of the time. Like it was like they were so invested and involved and like, oh guys, pose for a photo, and like, oh guys, like do this and do this. And it was like, now thinking back, I'm like, it was so weird. Like my first date I went on was with a guy and his dad.
What?
Yes. Like, yes. Like it was just such a weird, because that would never happen where I'm
like
from.
Everyone's parent were like their managers.
Yeah.
And so like they were like in charge of like keeping it work related.
It's so
even
true.
though we were just like going to the mall.
It's so true. Literally always the stupid mall.
But it wasn't our parents. Like ours would just kind of sit back, because like my mom would always be like, I do not want to like. I was like, Mom, because like my mom was kind enough to move to LA with me for a couple years, and like she had her girls back in Oregon, and like she would get so lonely here and like bored and like fucking, I don't know, like if you're not here for a reason, like you don't want to live here. My mom, she just didn't have any desire to like be friends with the other parents because they were just like so fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, because it was just like they were so invested in their children's careers, which like rightfully so, because we were all so young. So like they had to be, you know, but it was just like when we'd hang out with friends when it wasn't supposed to be work,
or they would like get involved in like the kid drama, and we're like fucking 15.
Yeah, I was always in drama.
Yeah.
Like I feel so happy now that I'm not in any of it, because it was just like, first of all, no one actually knew like anything that was going on.
Mm-mm.
Like
let's just clear that shit up.
Like, I got accused of being a homewrecker.
Yeah, and you're like, how old?
I was like 13, 12. I got accused of being a homewrecker, a slut, like a homie hopper.
Imagine like you're fucking 13 and you're getting thousands of comments.
Yeah.
Saying this shit to you.
And I think it was just all because of when I was younger, it was like me and this guy making music together, obviously. Mm-hmm. And so it was like, that was my whole like persona.
Yeah.
So it was like, if I hung out with another guy, it was like, oh my God, they broke up. And I was like, no, we just like make music together.
Yeah.
Like that was just weird. Like it was so weird how invested everyone was in our lives. Even with you. Like you were shipped with like people.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, and then like the way everyone would take advantage of that, it was like, oh, you're shipped with this person, music video.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was like when
the adults, yeah.
The adults. It was like, okay, like let's ride this
and
wave.
The way that like, I mean, I don't want to name any names, but like parents would like want you to hang with their kid more because you're being like shipped with them.
Yeah.
To get views.
Yeah.
I've never thought of that.
Talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, no shame at all to the kids. They didn't know, but like,
and also no shame to the parents. I think everyone was just so new to it.
That's true.
That it was like
so foreign.
So foreign.
I think a lot of like maybe watchers didn't really understand that like it was new for everyone.
Yeah.
And like we're it's not like we've been doing this for like lifetimes. Like this is like our first time like doing something like that.
Yeah.
And so like the pressure of it was so much more real than I think people really understand.
Yeah. We were trying to explain some of this to our other best friend Sab, and we like showed her all of our music videos, and we were like showing her like we were just kind of trying to like explain to her, because she's obviously like she's a big influencer and she does so much stuff and like whatever, but she got social media when she was 17, so like she wasn't familiar with how intense the like our world was, and she was like, this is crazy. Remember we were like showing her all of our music videos? She was like, that's wild that you guys like were so young and like doing full music videos, like, and like careers like trying to be like, it was just so, I just like think back on it and I'm like, that is so weird. Like I can't get away from how weird it was.
It's like, and like I just can't get away from like the fact that like, okay, it makes sense that like the adults and like the managers, like they're all for it. We're making money.
Of course.
But like the fact that like we're little kids and we're like, we literally thought we were like pop stars. Oh. Like we thought we were like
the shit.
We thought that it was like normal to be doing what we were doing at our age, but it's like, no, babe, like people doing that are like in their 20s.
Yeah.
Like you're 15.
Yeah.
Like
it was so weird. It was so like, weird. What? And also how social media also affected so many relationships and friendships, and like even like someone would be in drama that wasn't even actual drama, and then they would end up hating each other. Yeah, I think it was just so weird how like our friendships and our relationships were based off of social media. It wasn't actually based off of real life.
Yeah. Like the fans would like create this shitstorm of like fake news.
I think also another thing that we like haven't touched on is like the parties in LA. In the
I'm trying to think of like when we were younger.
Remember we would like parties.
I feel like I wasn't around in that era.
Oh, well,
because I had like gotten signed and was just kind of like not in LA as much.
Yeah, it was, the party culture was very interesting because we were all so young, and I was so terrified of all of that stuff because I think LA is just known to be like a bad party scene.
Like, you know? You're gonna get roofied.
Fully. And there was like, when all the content houses were a thing, and when all like, which they still are, but not as much anymore, but like when the content houses were a thing, or like this one girl that we knew like would throw parties every single weekend, and it would be like Musical.ly galore, TikTok galore. Like it was just like everyone would go, and it was like such a weird environment.
Because there was like always drama.
Always drama. If someone showed up that was like in drama, everyone would be like, ooh, like they're here.
Yeah.
Like they'd probably get kicked
out. And since it was like on social media, like everyone there would like know the drama.
Yeah.
Which is like a whole nother layer of like
so
what?
Weird. It's so weird. But yeah, that was just like I definitely dabbled into the like going out all the time when I was younger, and I'm so glad that I didn't do it for as long as I did, because it just got really nasty and gross, and like I don't even know how to even like say it, but it was just like it's such a weird, it's not normal.
No.
Like most of the stuff that we were desensitized to when we were 13, like it was just not normal.
Yeah. Very strange. But I will say, if there is any upside to like growing up in this, first of all, very unique experience. If I'm thinking about it lightly and in like a big perspective, I'm like, wow, what a unique teenage experience. Like people would probably be like, damn, low-key, like that would be really fun to like
and it
try.
Was and it definitely was.
And I feel like also with like the fame part of things and like working in the industry from a young age, like we know like we want to like do what we're doing for the long run. And so it's almost like, damn, we really got like a trial run.
Yeah.
And we like learned so much. And now I'm like a super young adult still. I'm only 21, but like I know like going into my 20s like so much more than other 20-year-olds know that are like in the music industry.
Totally.
Just about like the business and everything too.
Yeah, it helps you grow up faster, and it helps
and know what you want.
Yeah, it helps you know what you want, and also just like knowing how the industry kind of works.
Yeah.
Is like kind of cool to know. Yeah. And like I feel like we knew that at such a young age.
Yeah.
And like getting signed to labels at so young, it was like, damn, like this is crazy.
Like it was just big weird. Money shit. And I didn't even know like what.
But I don't think anyone knew. Like I don't think anyone knew what was going on and like how much money you could make doing this, like genuinely. Like
so weird. And like we didn't even comprehend, and like now that I'm older, I'm like, wait, like I didn't need that. Now I need it. Right. I'm like, wait, damn it.
No, it is crazy, but
yeah, it's fun. Should we get into like what we're doing nowadays?
Yeah.
Since we've reflected on the past.
Since we reflected, I feel like we will be reflecting on the past a lot.
Yeah.
And I think we are also very calm in this episode, but we will probably get a little
riled up.
little rowdy in the next few episodes.
As we loosen up.
Yeah.
As this becomes more normal.
Yeah. We're gonna just like tell our deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah. We're gonna be like so crazy.
I just am gonna do a tell-all. We should just have a tell-all. No.
I'm scared of that.
I could ruin.
You could ruin. This girl could ruin.
For some reason, I don't know why, but like anytime, because when I was younger, like, yeah, I'd be like exposed every week, and I also would like be in so much drama. Now I'm like not at all. I have drama in my own life, but like not publicly. And I think it's so interesting because anytime something happens, someone tells me, and I know, like I'm the one that knows about it. Like I know situations that don't even involve me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
they
I'll be
come
like,
to
oh,
you.
This happened.
Like the drama comes to you, and you're like the tabloids.
Yeah, because like, I just have so many.
Yeah,
like I've just been in the industry since I was 6, so like everyone's like, oh, we can trust this girl, and I'm like, you can.
Oh yeah, like she's seen it all.
I literally have a fucking like a zipper in my fucking brain. Like I have a whole folder up there that's like no.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, Austin, listen to what I heard yesterday.
I'm like your little friend that you can tell everything to. And I'm just like, damn.
I know. Some of the shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love it though, because I feel like people trust me.
Yeah. No, people definitely trust you.
Yeah.
You're genuine too. You're just so genuine.
But yeah, let's get into what we're doing nowadays, I guess.
Yeah, you go.
Well,
what's on the horizon?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Every time someone like asks me this question in an interview, I'm like, I blank. I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
No, just like think about it for real. Like Like for real, not like it's an interview. Like,
not like job things, just like
no, just like things. In life. Well, like where are you at?
Well, I do music.
Yeah.
I'm making music. I'm not releasing any music this year though because it's a competition at the end of the year with holiday music.
Oh.
So probably in January. Actually, yes, in January I'm coming out with a song. But other than that, I've kind of just, I mean, I moved into this house. I am like trying to decorate it, and it's also so interesting, like living with my mom for my whole life and then like moving into an apartment and then moving into a house, and it's like, oh, I have so much responsibility now, and like I have to like worry now. I have to do home renovations. I'm like, oh, I'm the one that's doing that. Like I just put up a gate. I'm gonna paint my house. I want to like change some things in my house, and it's like, wow, I'm actually adulting, so that's fun.
It's a lot of responsibility.
But it's kind of fun because I've never like been my own boss, and I kind of love it.
You're your own boss.
But sometimes I think about it and I'm like, holy shit, I can literally do anything. I could get in my car and drive to like Minnesota and like,
oh yeah,
and no one could tell me no.
Yeah, know? This is your life.
So babe. Weird. Yeah. I hate it. I love it and I hate it. But
it's like, yeah.
What else? Yeah.
2 cats, 1 dog.
2 cats, 1 dog. Sounds like 2 girls.
Oh God, no.
2 cats, 1 dog.
That is like
that's so funny.
Whoa.
That is weird.
You just unlocked a trauma memory.
I can't stop playing it in my head. Okay. I want to get into sewing. That's like going to be my hobby sometime this year or next year. I just want to make my own clothes. And also I think I'm also just navigating how to fully be like my normal self and also be in this like industry, I guess, because growing up it was like all about who had the most money and who like did the cooler things, and like, you know what I'm saying, and everyone, I never really got wrapped up in it, thank God, because I don't really care about that stuff. But still, like, I feel like I'm still just trying to find myself because having your whole life being on the internet it really took a stop, like a full stop for me, because it was like, oh, well, these people tell me who I am, so that's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think now I'm like learning to like be alone and do things alone and not have to post everything and not have to like share everything with everyone and only share what I want to share. And yeah, so I think I'm doing pretty well at that, but I'm still
you
like,
are for sure
trying to figure out how to like do normal people things as well as like going to like New York Fashion Week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's weird.
It's a balance for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you're like prioritizing that and you're aware of that is like big.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are still very focused on like money and fame, and they're like grown ass adults.
Yeah.
You know? So like, yeah. I feel like I'm sort of in this similar position, like just navigating my career. Like, don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
Oh, and the music is like the best it's ever been, and it's crazy. It's so good.
Thanks. Yeah, I
listen to all of it
where it's heading. There was like a few years like after I was dropped by the label I was with, and I'd never really created the music I'd wanted to create, and I was like, damn, I just like can't wait for the day. Like I wanted it so bad. Like for the day that I'm like finally releasing music that feels like me.
Yeah.
Because like I never intended to be in the spotlight, like social media world, and like I've always just like been more of an artist. And so like to be finally like at that point where I can like tangulate like what I have wanted is so nice.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
I can just do me, but I still have to remind myself to just like be me. And like,
absolutely, I think you're really good at that.
Thanks. I try really hard. But I guess where I'm at in my life is lots of moving. I lived in Encinitas when I like decided to move out, I was like 18, so I moved away from Oregon, and I lived in Encinitas. If you don't know where that is, it's like just north of San Diego, a little like surf town, super cute.
So cute.
And I lived there, and I didn't want to move to LA because I was like, I just want to like not know anyone and like go live my own life for a second. And so I did, and it was amazing. And then I decided last year to move back up to LA, and just kind of like, I hated this place. Like there's a lot of fear and anxiety about like living here again, because I was just like, fuck this place. But I just decided to like say fuck the fear and just come back and do what's like best for my career, because I know that's like what I want to do for the long run.
Yeah.
And so I did it, and I'm here. And
how do you feel?
I feel good. Like I'm fine. But like like I thought I was gonna like be in a mental hospital like coming back here. Cause like this place is kind of a vortex, like especially because I don't have any family here.
Yeah.
And like sorry, I just got like real deep for a sec, but like I don't have any family here, so like it's easier for me to like sort of morph to my environment and think that like things that aren't normal are normal. And then I was just in Utah, in Salt Lake, visiting my sister for a week, and I was there and I was like, holy shit, like breath of fresh air, like this is normal. Right, and like this is real. But like being in LA, it's kind of like so much materialism and like so much insecurity.
Yeah.
That it's like a vortex.
I think what's also nice for us too is like, yeah, it sucks, but I feel like we have really good people around us now. Like I feel like it took us, I'm not speaking for you, but like I feel like it took a second to like find that, because obviously like you said, it's literally a vortex. Everyone's an NPC, swear to God. Like everyone's a sim. Like I'm playing with them on my laptop, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's scary because it's so true.
It's so true. Like some people are just not real. We know so many people and we're like, they're not real. But it's like, I feel like now we have like, first of all, our circle is very, very small.
Yeah.
But we have like a really good support system around us, and like even though like some of them don't even live here, it's like it just still feels that way. And it's just I just feel like super happy. Sorry. I feel like just super happy now, just like being surrounded by good people and people that are not all about like materialistic things and are not about the fame, and like we'll just be like, yeah, let's go to the beach at 3 a.m. and just like run around and
who are just like your real friends. Because I feel like you grew up with a lot of kids like trying to be friends with you with ulterior motives.
Yeah.
And now it's like not really like that.
Thank God, because I genuinely like, I thought they were all real friends.
No, some of your friends, I was like, oh, they're coming over? Okay.
No, like, why? I just love when I like someone, like, you know how it is.
I know.
I am like,
well, you're just very accepting. You're like, come into my circle.
I'm like, I will jump in front of a car for you. Yeah. And then they'll probably Snapchat a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they'll like leak it. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I didn't realize, because my mom is just like, seriously, she, like, I was gonna say she trained me. She taught me so much about being humble and being like so accepting of people and giving people the benefit of the doubt and you know, like, I just grew up being like, I don't hate you until you like actually fuck with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which probably is not the best mindset, but I just like loved everyone.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good mindset, but like in the position you were in, it's like
a lot of people were using me in the beginning.
Not, you know,
And people still do. Like, people still do. And now I kind of have that. I have a better understanding, like I will literally be like, oh, she's kissing my ass, you know, and I love it because I think it's hilarious, and like I will never hang out with you outside of this, but like go ahead, kiss my ass,
kiss
it's
it
funny.
babe,
kiss it,
kiss it.
But yeah, like I think just having like a small circle is like so important, and
real people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because like most of my friends now are people that I met like this year or like got close to this year, you know?
Yeah. And we're at that age too where it's like we're starting to just like become more ourselves.
Yeah.
And so it's like easier to like make real connections and like really connect. Like when we were younger with all our friends, like we never like really connected. Like we may have bonded, or maybe you and your girls like bonded over like some gnarly like girl shit,
right?
But like we didn't like connect, and like now we like, I don't know, we have empathy for each other,
and totally.
we see each other as like humans, and not just like characters in our own stories, you know.
I swear like LA should have its own TV show. But yeah, I hope you guys like enjoyed this, and now that you're caught up on our crazy life, we have so many more crazy stories that we could talk about.
So many.
But I guess let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you're on YouTube, if you're listening, maybe just go to YouTube. And comment.
Comment what you want to hear. We like have ideas written down for future reference, but we'd love to like know what you guys want to hear.
And any like advice that you would like, or
true.
Just anything. Like we're very open to talking about everything.
I
guess that's it.
And next time we're gonna have maybe another camera angle for you. We were gonna have 3 camera angles, but one of the cameras didn't end up making it to the shoot.
she didn't pull up, actually.
She didn't pull through.
She canceled last minute.
We're hoping next time we can have 3 angles for you.
Yes, absolutely.
And hopefully the cameras won't die every 10 minutes.
But yeah, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Oh my god.